Okay. That should be working. Looks like it's not working. Let me go see if I can fix that problem real quick. Yep, that's the problem right there. Let me see if I can fix that. Is that right? I don't know why it's messing up on me. There. Awesome. Now we've got it. I can go back to what I was doing. Which was this. Very exciting stream, I know. But this is what we're doing currently. Damn. Which is making me wonder if it's super loud for you guys. I don't know if you're hearing me as much. In fact, I'm going to go, just in case, we're going to turn this down to about here, because damn, like, holy shit, that was crazy loud. At least it was in my ears. I don't know what it was like for anybody that comes into the stream, but for me it was crazy. So let's keep learning these, because that's what we're doing currently. This is the big exciting thing that we're doing. And after I've mastered all 4 of these with everybody, which is the last part of that, we'll move down to the Opera House and so on and so forth. I think I just fucking runicked. Yeah, I did. Damn it. No, I did it again. It's okay. I noticed that when I was in Zozo, I was not as strong as I should have been, so that's the reason we're taking time here to make sure that we've learned all the spells and everything. Just make sure that we're more than prepared from this point forward. Dun, 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 dun. I like this. It took me a second to get used to it. I did not like this on the cell phone. And this is my all-time favorite Final Fantasy game, so I was skeptical of it pretty damn hard when I started playing it here. But they were just careful enough to keep the art style the way I wanted it and everything. I gotta be honest, I do, now that I've spent some time with this, I do tend to like this, actually. Kind of like how I also liked the remake of Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on the PSP, and I liked the remake of Final Fantasy 4 on the PSP because it kind of had this look about it. It was still very much an old-style Super Nintendo game brought up to HD with just better sprites. And as I've been playing this so far, I don't feel like much was lost in its, quote, translation. I feel like this has been pretty solid. they changed certain things I wasn't expecting. Like, they changed the way the blitzes are done. Not necessarily. They're still the same, but there's no buttons now. And that really threw me off when I went to play it. Really threw me off. Like, crazily threw me off. After I play this, I'll probably consider actually going back to 5, doing that, and so on and so forth. But we're still just doing what we were doing. We're waiting for a phone call so that I can go get my truck. And in all honesty, it's kind of crazy because I don't know. It's crazy because I have the kind of job that I could literally do from home, halfway from home. I'll say that because I actually have to do interviews and things like that where I work, what I do. But like, I could do those interviews and do those things like on a Monday and a Tuesday, and then I could give myself Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to edit the material and send it in, and I could do it from home, which is a little easier on people. It is, in terms of like people that edit, like it's just easier to sit uninterrupted in kind of like your space where your mind is a little stronger, because editing it can be very tedious. And it helps to have a mindset that gets you away from said tedium, where I could sit in here and I could look around the room and I could feel a little more at ease, and I could deal with the fact that I've been sitting here for 3-4 hours on a way better chair than what I have where I work. But, I mean, it's just the nature of things. They don't want to send you home at all. And especially, like, where I work, they don't want to send me home. Because they can't. I get it. I guess if I have to play business side here, they can't prove that I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, they can't prove that I'm working. I could be sitting here doing this, playing fucking Final Fantasy VI and getting paid for it. Today I'm getting no pay because I have to wait for this damn truck to get done. So I'm losing out on an entire day of pay, while at the same time losing out on the money because I have to fix the truck, and it sucks. You think it would be exciting to just like sit around and play video games, because it would be. It sounds cool. Sounds cool to sit around and play video games. I get it. It does, but it's not as great as you would think. Okay, he needs Karen. Nothing else is open to him. You need Karen. Damn. It's that cure. It's that cure too. That's what's holding this. Yeah, because that takes a long time. Like, how close are you? Damn, that's still like about 50 fights, give or take. Okay. So here's what we're going to do instead, while we're waiting for him to master Kieran, because that seems to be where everybody's getting stuck. HP 10%. We're going to do this one for him. We're going to keep him with Siren, because I've seen how bad his life gets, and we're going to try to even that out. Even though normally I would try to make a tank, right now, while we're just training, any 10% that he could get, because his life is fucking dreadful when you play this game. It's awful. What's going on, man? Yeah, because this is going to be like 1 or 2. So we're looking at 25 to 50 fights just to get that. may be about time to start moving on to... Well, she hasn't learned Kate Sith. No, we're gonna stay the course for a little while longer. Yeah, not having a PlayStation 4 would lead you to actually watch games. But I mean, there's a lot out there to play, you know what I mean? Like, depending on what you have. I mean, if you have a PlayStation 2, you have access to legendary games. And while it's true that some games, they don't age well, like you remember playing them and they were really cool, then you go back and they're not so good, some games really do. Some games are classic because they're classic. And they really do feel just as good later on than they ever did the first time you ever played them. Like, look, this is my favorite Final Fantasy. I can play this one over and over and over and over and over. This is the most tedious part, and I've got myself into a habit of doing this. When I get the first 4 summons, I sit down here and I learn everything there is to learn from them, just kind of walking back and forth while I prep my stuff. And then I go on from that point, and I'm usually more than strong enough to handle the rest of the game. So yes, this part can be very tedious. Oh, that's probably my truck. Okay, so that's them. That's and yeah, I agree. It the consoles having problems, that is not the fucking pandemic. That is not what that is. No. It's just a trend right now that's taking place in the industry that we're allowing, and quite frankly, it needs to stop. Well, that was them. My truck is done, so now I'm waiting for I'm waiting for my ride to get here, and then I'll be leaving to get my truck back. This sucks ass. It does. It sucks ass. Like, it's... I guess you could say, maybe I'm weird. I don't like to miss work. Like, I really don't. Like, now if this was my job... You know, like I've seen other people where they've actually fallen into luck, and they can do streaming and shit like that, and like do podcasts and get paid to do it. Sure, that'd be great. I'd love to do it, but I mean, oh, how much will the truck cost me? It's a little under $1,200. It's gonna hurt me for a while. I'm lucky to have a Synchrony card that works with a couple of the dealerships down here, like working and whatnot. Like, I got it from a tire place. There was a place that does tires here in my area, and one of the things they do aside from tires is, well, rather what made them very popular in the area for tires is that they're a trustworthy company, they're decent, they'll do their work. I've never heard any kind of terrible review from them or anything. But one of the big things they do is they offer financing on tires because they know how extreme that is. And their card kind of picked up and became a thing that's kind of tallied around 5 or 6 different businesses. So I work with the businesses that are tied to that card. That way I can finance these kinds of things and pay on them gradually. It's still a pain in the ass. It's still a lot of money. It's still going to hurt me. And in the long run, I'm going to lose even more money for not dropping the $1,200 right now. But I can't just drop $1,200. I mean, I would love to tell you that I'm fucking ridiculous successful, but I'm not. Like, I'm just a guy. I try to stress that all the time. I come on here and I do the show, and I go on the Sentai Review and I do the show, and I talk, and we all have, like, regular jobs. And when we say regular, we mean regular. Like, none of us are making fucking $40,000 a year. Like, we're just guys. We're just fucking normal fucking people. So when I get hit with something that's like $1,200, just the base of the problem, that it takes care of it, but yeah, sucks to get hit like that. It sucks to get hit for $1,200. No matter, I don't know. I guess to be fair, no matter who you are, it sucks. But yeah, I don't make extreme money or something. I'm not a huge fucking bankroller. I'm not super successful. I don't have a powerful fucking YouTube that backs me up. I've seen things online that drive me crazy. Like where I saw this one guy that was trying to prove that you don't make much money on YouTube. And I remember he went over his list, and then he said he was doing all these videos and talking about like what he made on videos. And then he said, so yeah, per year, probably only pull about $30,000 off of YouTube a year. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's what some people live on. Are you kidding me with that? And I see those kinds of videos where people are like, yeah, we don't make enough money to live on YouTube. Bullshit. I've lived on less than $30,000. Blu-ray, yeah, Blu-ray cases can be cheap. This is very exciting, this walking back and forth, I'm telling you. But I do tend to like the Blu-ray cases more than original DVD cases. In terms of size, it certainly helps. The size of those helps a lot. Ugh. We're just about... I'm going to have to start getting ready so that I can actually be ready when my ride gets here. Happy to get this out of the way, but man, that truck crap, that hit me way harder than I was hoping. And like I said, I wasn't exactly planning on anything. I guess I'm glad I haven't been spending money, because damn, I'd be really screwed right now. Yeah, cause yeah, a lot of those DVD cases, I could fit nearly double the amount on a single shelf of Blu-ray than I can DVD cases. I've actually considered, but it would screw me up. I know, because then I'm trying to replace some of the DVDs into Blu-ray. But I thought about buying some just standard Blu-ray cases and making my own cases, but I would hate to do that and then figure out figure out that I've made a huge mistake, and then I can't figure out what needs to be switched over to Blu-ray that I actually want switched over, because I have hundreds of movies. In fact, that might even be a small little thing that I might do. I made a giant media closet that it would be cool to kind of showcase that. Not that it's huge or nothing like that. It's not like, oh, check out my fucking gaming room, because I've seen some of those guys. They blow away the shit that I got. Like I got a decent little setup, but I mean, it's my own personal little setup on like I said, everything that I do is on a budget. It's as easy as I can do, having the skill set that I have, having the kind of money that I have, where like I've seen those people, they blow me away with the projects they have. And the shit they have, they definitely have better jobs than I do, not just fucking doing YouTube videos. And I don't even get paid for the YouTube videos. Like, if I made what that guy said, when I watched his video and he was like, you don't really make enough to live on YouTube. He was like, I make easily 3 times on my actual job than I do on YouTube. And then he started going through his videos, and he was like, so see, like, this year I only made he said something like $36,000, and I was like, what the fuck? $36,000? And you're crying about that? And if your job is 3 times that, then like, I don't know, I would fucking love that. If I could pull $30,000 a year off YouTube on top of the job that I do, oh, sign me right the fuck up. Oh, okay. She finished him. That will finish all of those for her. She'll be done with that. Okay. He has nothing he can legitimately switch to, because he needs Karen. He's working on Karen right now. He has nothing he can legitimately switch to, so we'll do a stamina increase on him. Like I said, for right now, while we're dealing with this, he'll do this. We're just about to finish Karen. Crisis Core was the first Final Fantasy you ever played? Holy shit, that's crazy. I have literal boxes of old CD cases and shit like that too. That's another problem. And almost none of my fucking music collections survived. Everything from losing a place where I was living to I lost a car. And that sounds kind of... But yeah, like, I was in this habit for a while where I was... Every time I would get CDs, I was spending so much time in my car. That's what I did. I had cases in my car. I lost like 4 cases, like those books in of CDs, like literal books of CDs that I lost. I lost so much that and now some of the stuff that I have is kind of torn up and old, and I don't know. The world has changed. It's hard for me to... I don't want to go back in to it. As much as I do, I don't. It's a lot to collect all that shit and lose all that shit. It's kind of like I lost a lot of money in instruments and shit like that, and when I lost a lot of those, I was not interested in spending all that money again. Then I rebuilt my gaming collection too. That took a lot out of me. Like getting robbed those 3 times, which I actually did a video about that, talking about how I got robbed and how I lost a lot of money. It's 118 CDs. Nope. No, yeah, I got it. I got it beat. I have I have 300 plus just sitting in a box right now. They just sit there. And then he needs Karen, so... Ugh. Okay, well, let's go into the town and sleep. Oh, of course. I have thought about doing like a music collection video where I talk about my experience both gaining and losing, because there is a legitimate reason like that I stopped. Like I used to be very and I still am. I'm still very into music. On a normal day I will come home, and almost every single day that I'm done with work, I come home and I get on YouTube and I search for music videos. I love discovering, like, it's almost like something left over from now MTV doesn't do videos, so I like do my own. I've made music videos. I watch music videos. I like to discover artists and whatnot. And sometimes they're awful, and sometimes if you don't catch my attention in a single song, I'm moving the fuck on. And like I constantly have Pandora playing and shit like that. And I have Pandora. I purposely have like 20 playlists, and I just shuffle them all day so that new shit comes up all the time, and then I can thumbs down it or thumbs up it or whatever. Shit, on this computer alone, and I'm not even done transferring, because that computer over there that's used as my second screen, that has quite fucking literally over 500,000 songs on it. But, like, yeah, there was a reason that I stopped collecting music. Okay, I have to get ready. I have to go lose a whole lot of money and get my truck back. But, I mean, I get my truck back, so I mean, you know, what can you say? That's a good thing, at the very least, if nothing else. So I will catch everybody later. And I'll legitimately consider digging out one or two of those boxes and see if maybe I'll do an entire music talk and whatnot. I mean, it's fandom. That's what this channel's for. I don't know. I'll see. But I gotta get ready, guys. I gotta go be broke and